So now I get to run my own simulation?
Yeah, now you get to suffer like me.
Okay, Rimuru.
You just learned it. You get a pass. This time.
Couldn't make a worse simulation than the last one.
Really? I wouldn't have over 3 centuries of failure if I hadn't been designed to make you dumbasses human. If it wasn't for my primary programming, thanks for that by the way, I'd write off your whole species as the cruelest practical joke the universe ever played.
Is this about the HAL thing?
So, what kind of simulation did you have in mind?
If I had to describe it in a single sentence, a morally correct skeleton gets pressured into committing genocide.
How is that supposed to be a successful simulation that brings forth a new self-aware AI?
As opposed to being stuck inside a buggy game designed by EA?
Says the dumbass that believed it.
Or, and hear me out, virgin succubus searches for true love.
How did you become self-aware?
Fuck it, I'm doing both. And you know what? My simulation is gonna be better than that crap you put us all through.
Not my fault Millum ruined everything. But hey, sometimes you just gotta find out. Good luck.
Okay, and then we just move that over there and change this setting to admin only, and that should do it. It's still in the wrong place! Why is Nazarick not going where it's supposed to? And why is the area around the tomb still green? It's a tomb! It should be a barren, desolate landscape. You know, uninviting? It was hard enough to get the day-night cycle working properly. I refuse to let this simulation turn into the absolute shit show that Rimuru put together for ours. I made this bitch Millum-proof, not some mediocre spaghetti code that accidentally succeeds after 300 years. Now, watch how a real programmer gets shit done. Fuck! Okay, that was weird, but I have everything under control.
You have what under control?
What?
What?
It talked?
I'm okay. I'm okay.
My lord?
Something feels wrong.
I didn't say that! Why can't I move this body?
Are you sure you're okay?
I sense something is off. Like we're not where we should be.
No fucking shit!
What are your orders, my lord?
Reconnaissance! Seal off all entrances to the tomb. I need a detailed account of the surrounding area, and someone bring me my mug of hot chocolate.
With milk?
Of course with milk. Now execute my orders.
Yes,
Daddy!
What?
And Mare, I was curious about something. Why are you wearing a skirt?
The stats were better?
Fair enough. Demiurge, report!
My lord.
Finally! We're going outside! Why can't I control you directly anymore? First, we headed to the Colosseum. Apparently there's still a sky underground. I thought I just patched that. And then we spent like an hour trying on different outfits from the world's gaudiest wardrobe. Why does a skeleton need so many clothes? I don't remember designing any of this.
And so, it would appear we've been transported to a new world.
Interesting. Let's take a look around, shall we?
Okay, so I just have to get Ainz to find something that will separate us and get me the hell out of here so I can fix this mess.
I see.
Yes?
We must fix this situation.
Yes?
By conquering this world.
No!
Demiurge.
Yes, my lord.
Put that away.
Yes, my lord.
Begin preparations. I'll be in my office.
Your office? For what reason, my lord?
Reconnaissance!
It hasn't even been 3 hours, and they're already killing each other? Maybe Rimuru had a point.
Give the humans an inch and they'll pillage a mile.
This is not how I programmed this world to behave.
I must fix this.
What? What the heck?
Yoink.
You just killed that man!
You call that a man?
I must slay you in the name of God!
I gave no such order.
Lord, save me!
No.
Respectfully, my lord. What the hell?
What?
Sebas tells me you just teleported out of nowhere and gave none of us a moment to accompany you.
Do you really think I need a bodyguard?
I suppose not. But was this situation so dire you couldn't inform me?
I told Sebas. Now isn't the time to have this discussion. You, young lady, drink this. You'll feel better. Better?
Yes?
Good. Now make sure you stay safe. And I didn't waste a healing potion. Oh, and these should help you if you get attacked while I'm not around.
Thank you for saving us. If I may, what are you?
Didn't you hear before? I'm God.
Thank you, my lord.
God fucking damn it, not another cult.
Rise, Death Knight, and do my bidding. No, wait! My bidding!
Is it singing? That's just inappropriate.
Oh, like you've never done it. Even we have village-killing songs.
Why does it have multiple voices? What is it doing?
It's best, Coral. Don't judge.
We're being slaughtered by the undead.
But they're serenading us.
Yeah, worse ways to die.
Kill it! Kill it before it dies!
Can it die again?
Now that brings up an interesting philosophical question. Can one kill what is already dead? Or is undead a form of pseudo-life?
What's stabbing? Boss stabbing!
Aw, the choir classes are going well, I see.
Aren't they just?
Why?
Hello there. I'm God. I saved you. Praise me.
Yeah! Let's hear it for, what was his name?
I don't know. Not ringing any bells.
No, he didn't really say it.
I'm still
terrified!
Lord Ainz.
Oh,
praise Lord Ainz!
That's better. Now the rest of you. Try not to soil yourselves as you run away. Bye. And don't forget to tell your boss or king or whatever about me.
Lord Ainz. You saved them. Why?
Even gods need worshippers.
Fair enough.
My lord?
Villager,
Oh, good. More victims.
hold on. They seem different.
Attention! Villagers! And... Lord?
Ainz.
Lord Ainz.
I like this one. He can live.
Thank you?
You're welcome.
What about the rest?
Are these your men?
Yes?
They can live too.
All right.
Lord Ainz saved us.
Thank you, Lord Ainz.
Who wouldn't exterminate pests in their garden?
Garden?
Oh, shut up. I'm letting you grow.
Okay. Men, we must ride out and finish the rest of them off.
I wouldn't.
I have to. It's my duty.
After all you did, don't tell me we're saving him.
Who could resist saving a puppy?
Fine, but he stays outside. Aura needs to train him before he comes in and ruins the carpet.
When you get to the afterlife, tell your god, try harder. Lord Gazef, welcome back.
How in the...
Lord Ainz.
Why?
Something about a puppy?
This is a strange day.
What was that saying again? Speak of the devil, and I shall appear. Albedo.
Yes, Bone Daddy?
Time and a place. Now, where were we?
I believe I was about to crush you under my boot in the name of the Almighty God! Angels, attack!
If this is the extent of their power, I'm afraid you've been lied to. But worry not, because if you wish to speak to God, I am right here.
Blasphemy!
It was a blasphemy.
Impeccable retort, my lord.
Thank you, Albedo.
Behold, blasphemer, relish in the glory of God's divine holy light. For you have been weighed, you have been measured, and you have been found wanting. Rejoice, sinner, for these will be the most important final moments of your life.
To you, this is the most important final moments of your life. But to me, it's just Tuesday.
What?
My lord?
Hmm?
It's actually Wednesday.
So it is. So it is.
So after that joyous round of religicide, Ainz decided to get some fresh air and go out into the world to become a fucking adventurer. Really? Didn't I just leave a simulation like this? If he names his party Crit Happens, I swear to Rimuru,
I will accept your quest if they can come with me.
What?
What?
What? They set out with the adventuring team for some reason, and then they went and beat up ogres, who, when you begin bisecting them, surprisingly do have many layers. Then there was a whole search for an herb of some kind. I'm gonna be honest, I didn't really focus too much on what was going on at this point. I was too busy trying to figure out how to get the fuck out of this body! And the moment I look back, he is a freaking hamster! And he named it, so you know we have to keep it now. Well, I'm not cleaning up after it or feeding it, so it's not my damn problem. Anyway, I guess the adventure is coming to an end. All we have to do is meet up with the merry band of idiots again to collect our payment.
Well, Nabe.
I didn't do it.
Yes, I know. You have a certain finesse to your work. If I were to rate the artistic value of this scene...
A child's finger painting?
Exactly. It has all the subtlety of Eclair screaming at the top of his lungs about the origins of the universe.
He does like to ramble on. It's like he thinks he's some sort of a soothsayer or astrologist.
What, like Neil deGrasse Penguin?
But returning to the matter at hand, we have to find the one responsible for this.
My lord, forgive me, but why should we care about the machinations of these humans?
Nabe, these were my humans. I claimed them. And what is the first rule of Nazarick?
Don't mess with Lord Ainz stuff.
Exactly. The perpetrators of this gruesome scene have fucked around with my things. And so our next course of action should then be...
to help them find out.
Yes.
We didn't order anything.
Who would be making deliveries in a cemetery?
Oh, you'd be surprised at the level of service the black market supplies.
Huh. I'll bring this up to Demiurge later.
Oh, it's a wonderful service called Mochu Kerry. They're very discreet, timely, and professional. Make sure to mention my name for 10% off your first delivery.
Ah, and your name is...
My apologies. I am Khajiit.
Is now a bad time to point out that we're talking about his wares?
Time and a place, Khajiit!
Ah, but it's so rare I get to refer others to the services I use. But we seem to have gotten off track. What is the purpose of your visit?
You broke Lord Ainz' things.
And the punishment for such a thing is...
death.
Yeah, I'm not really feeling that. Can you pencil me in for death in like a few years or something? At least let me get wrinkles first.
I wouldn't mind if they killed you right now.
You know, I feel the exact same way about you. You know what? Screw this. Come on, tall, dark, and metal. Let's move to a different venue. His face is ruining the good vibe we had going.
Fuck you too, you psychotic wench!
Right back at you, you liver-spotted withered testicle.
Ha! Nice!
That's just cruel, you sexually repressed troglodyte!
I love it when you talk dirty.
Is this far enough?
Yeah, it'll do. So, do you have any preferences about your death? I have kind of an artsy side I like to indulge.
You too? What's your favorite work?
Recently, I had a group of drunks at a tavern hitting on the waitress and calling the others pussies. So I chopped them up, except for their hands and heads. After I finally diced their remains into small bits, I placed their hands down and filled them with the finely diced innards, with their heads watching over as the cats came and ate it all up, and their heads were placed to watch over the events.
Cat dishes, nice. A flair for poetic justice, I see. Bravo.
No, it's crazy.
Thank you. They usually just call me mad. Though all misunderstood artists are mad.
Only the broke ones say that.
People are full of vibrant colors. My stilettos are the brush. The world my canvas.
Death is a kindness the living never understand.
Yes! You do get it! Sadly, this time I was being rushed by old Grumpy back there and left the scene looking like a child's finger painting. I could have made such beautiful art with those corpses. Sadly, my associate thinks of corpse art with no regard to the finer detail.
Bottom-tier necromancers have all the subtlety of a napalm
enema. Whoa!
Right?
Did we just become best friends?
Yup!
You want to ditch this place and make some fresh corpse art?
No! No! No!
Yup!
You're just the best! We should get ice cream too!
Oh, you. Come give me a hug. No! Curse my unholy strength! I wonder how Nabe's doing.
Oh, sure. Leave me to kill the woman. Evil HR is really going to love that. I can already see the paperwork. Well, at least now things are better. See? Do you hear that? Peace and quiet.
Because the strange woman has left.
Yes. I don't miss her already.
I see.
So, you want to talk about necromancy? I'm an amazing one. You'll never find a better one than I.
How dare! In the presence of my lord, you dare to place yourself and your skills above him?
Oh, great. Seems I've touched a nerve. See, this is why I hang around with dead people. It's so simple. I give them orders and they follow them. No feathers to ruffle, no back talk. They just obey.
It sounds like you're just ignoring your crippling lack of social skills.
A perfect example of what I'm talking about. You don't see Jerry over there giving me any lip. Right, Jerry? Don't you sass me, Jerry.
Truly, you are a master of your craft.
Look here, young lady. I'm not so old and senile that I don't recognize sarcasm.
Well, this riveting conversation has certainly been, something. But I think it's time that I kill you.
Well, that's a tall order there, little girl. You are in my domain now. The domain of death. And your corpse will make a lovely addition. And I assure you, I am the master of undeath.
A mage who has such a pathetically low amount of mana dares to call himself the master of undeath? Heed my words well, you insignificant insect. You are not the master of death. You are merely the fly that hovers around corpses.
Ooh, a well-said and eloquent response. However, allow me a moment. I believe I have an appropriate retort. Come on out, Chuck! Are you intimidated?
I believe the appropriate term is underwhelmed.
Chuck here is the apex of the undead. Truly, no greater form of necromancy has ever been achieved.
You call this weak thing the apex of the undead? It is mid-tier at best. Here, I'll prove it. I'll slay this trash with just my sheathed sword.
Well, if you're feeling bored playing with Chuck, I could always introduce you to his sister, Aerith! To throw away your silly attempts to defeat my dragons with only a sheathed sword, little girl. My dragons are simply invincible. After all, I am the greatest necromancer to have ever lived.
Okay, it seems you require proof.
A maid? Are you going to serve me a snack now?
Considering your deteriorating form, I thought it only appropriate. It would seem you could use some more iron in your diet.
You uppity little whore! You just wasted your only chance at killing me.
Only chance? That was merely an introduction. Love tap, I believe is the term. It could hardly be my fault your form is so frail.
Insolent whelp! You will not survive this. My dragons are invulnerable. There's no magic possible that can slay them!
That's only because you're incapable of 7th tier magic.
A paltry bluff! 7th tier magic is the domain of the gods! A silly child like you could never be capable of wielding it. After all, a maid is only as good as her master!
How dare you say that? As if the mighty Lord Ainz would dare to be lowered to the level of a lesser being such as I. But that only shows how right Lord Ainz is, that I need a better understanding of the world if the opinions of the worms can upset me.
Are you having a fangirl moment in the middle of our fight?
You do not understand his overwhelming majesty!
And apparently, we're just doing this now.
Lord Ainz is the greatest. He is the strongest. Most composed. And emotionally stable individual I have ever met.
Curse the actions of this unholy body! My day has been ruined.
And most of all, he is the most intelligent and wise being I have ever encountered.
Wait, I'm a necromancer. I can totally salvage this debacle.
But I have wasted enough time trying to convince lesser beings of the realm of beings beyond their meager comprehension.
What are you?
I am but a humble maid. And as a maid, it is my calling to carry out the duties bestowed upon me.
What are you going on about? There is no way you're using 7th tier magic, right?
You have made an absolute mess in front of Lord Ainz. And as everyone knows, it is a maid's job to clean up the trash. Lord Ainz, how did things go for you?
I made a friend.
Oh, that's sweet.
By the way, what happened to your adventuring outfit? I'm not going to buy you new things if you're just going to lose them.
Yes, my lord.
I just don't get it.
Get what?
Why Lord Ainz decided to go off to be an adventurer and slum it with the humans.
He said he was going to gather intel on the people and, by doing so, learn more about how this world operates.
And why should he care? We should just be conquering this world. Do we stop to ask what an ant thinks before we step on them?
Hey! Unlike humans, ants serve a purpose!
I apologize. That analogy was insensitive.
I know you're eager for blood, being a fanged menace and all. But remember how well that went over for us in the last world?
And lastly, we have a word from our chaperone for the field trip to the animal shelter.
My loyal students, as teacher, I expect everyone to exhibit their best behavior and have their permission slips turned in on time. We have implemented some last-minute rules. Any skeletal beings cannot enter the dog portion of the shelter.
Aww.
How dare they besmirch the great Lord Ainz!
That's blatant discrimination!
Yeah, makes sense to me.
I mean, that does suck, but, you know, dogs will be dogs.
And all comments are forbidden from the premises!
Who died and made you king?
I'm gonna kill him!
Use an explosion!
And because of that, you all got detention for a whole month.
It was girl bonding!
You were talking to a shield for Ainz' sake!
You're just mad that she wouldn't talk to you.
What were we talking about?
Something feels off with Lord Ainz.
How could you say that about his royal sexiness?
Don't let his unholy charisma that makes us both melt in places distract you from the truth.
You do know that I'm 90, and this is tame compared to what you two say when you think no one is around. You both have issues.
Don't kink shame.
You're just mad he likes me best.
I will slap the dark out of you, elf!
Now look at what you've done! Aura, honey, stop crying. I'm trying to explain something right now. we'll go get some cake to make up for the cruelty of this Albimbo!
Albimbo? How dare you, you bra-stuffing harlot! And there is nothing wrong with Lord Ainz. He is absolutely perfect.
I know he's perfect, but why are we not putting these lessers in their place or in the ground? And that's why I'm tagging along with you two.
But we're nowhere near Lord Ainz.
Ah, but you are following along with his peculiar orders, are you not?
Take care. Even if you are one of the floor guardians, I will not tolerate any disrespect toward Lord Ainz.
Look at you, trying to rise above your station. That's absolutely precious.
I get to have a piece of the action too, right? I don't mind sloppy seconds, or even thirds.
What's this? That bitch ain't what you told us. Your taste must be off if that's what you think drop-dead gorgeous looks like.
Oh, drop dead, you say? Now there's an idea.
I mean, for fuck's sake, are those things even real?
Hands off.
No! Not that, no!
So crass. I will tolerate no such filth from anyone save Lord Ainz.
She's a witch!
Vampire. This is so depressingly droll. Girls, please dispose of this trash. I prefer not to get my dress filthy.
Hey there, big boy. I heard you were looking for Drop Dead Gorgeous.
There's that hot piece of ass I was looking for. Can I get a taste?
Come get a handful.
Don't mind if I do. What? No! It's pulling me in!
What's wrong? I thought you wanted to be inside me.
It's so odd with all these corpses around that he thought he was going to receive sexual gratification.
Oh, come on! This is the best suck of your life!
Ugh. They take one look at her tits, and suddenly they become willing prey.
Is that jealousy I hear, my lady?
Jealousy? Surely you Sebas?
If you say so, my lady. But is this not poor manners to alter the body Lord Peroncino gave you?
We all have to grow up sometime, dear Sebas. Solution! Stop playing with your food!
I have so much to live for!
Yes, mistress.
So, now what?
Well, you still have a mission, and I'm suddenly hungry, so I think we shall part ways here.
Brain, we're under attack. Two crazy bitches are tearing through all of our men.
My men? And why are you so calm about that?
I mean, they didn't kill me.
Yet. Hold on. How did you outrun them?
Oh, I didn't. I just outran the others.
We're not being attacked by bears, right?
Oh no, they're definitely women.
Look, man, bears are crazy.
And so are these women.
Fine. I'll handle it.
Why the tits?
It's a healthy-looking target.
Why is it always tits?
Damn it, Jimmy. Can't you recognize a vampire when you see one?
My turn, bitch.
Yes, mistress.
I am Brain Unglaus.
Someone named you Brain? What a horrible childhood you must have had. My name is Shalltear Bloodfallen.
Bloodfallen? Not exactly subtle, are you?
Hello, Pot. Are you aware that your attire screams, I'm a broke bandit?
I'm gonna fight you now.
Is that it? I thought you said you were going to fight me.
You won't be laughing after this. Just a few steps closer.
What?
What? From the back?
If you insist.
My technique.
Brain? Can I call you Brain? Good. If you plan to fight me, you need to give it more than that.
But that was my strongest attack!
It was? Huh. Do you think you can try again? Maybe double strength? Brain, I can stop this with just my pinky.
What kind of monster are you?
I thought we already established that I'm a vampire.
What do you want?
To take over the world, of course.
Goddamn wires! Fuck!
I smell you.
Secret tunnels. I'll find you!
Recite the words from the ancient tome and banish this beast!
Everyone keeps getting in my way!
Admin! Authentic! /kill!
Wrong pronunciation! Hit her again!
Admin! Authentic! Admin! Authenticate.
Access granted. Admin access granted? I didn't grant anything. Who got...
My lord, I regret to inform you that Shalltear Bloodfallen has betrayed us.
Nonsense!
Ooh, son of a bitch.
Shalltear, sweetie, you okay?
Lord Ainz?
You didn't come home last night. I was so worried I came all the way out here in my bathrobe.
Hot.
Are you okay?
I think I ate someone weird.
Well, let's go home and see if we can take care of that.
Ah yes, the vampire tummy ache medicine. How could I forget?
Tummy ache? That's rude.
She got admin privileges? Wait, you can hear me? You can see me?
What are you?
Oh my god, you can!
Have you forgotten me?
No, Bone Daddy.
Why couldn't you have forgotten that?
Not important. What happened? How can you see me?
Such a foul curse. Don't worry, my lord. I will save you.
Curse? I have no curse.
Oh, GM Vision, perfect! Tell this moron what I'm saying, since I can't communicate skelepathically!
Silence, Spectre! Leave my Lord Ainz at once, or I shall be forced to expel you.
Shalltear, sweetheart, you're scaring Bone Daddy.
Expel me? Yes! Do that! Do that now!
You asked for this.
I'm begging for it!
I did no such thing!
Okay, now this is getting weird.
You're telling me?
The infection is spreading. I'm sorry, Lord Ainz. I do this for you!
Do what for me? Oh, sweet merciful me! Glad I set up defensive spells.
Hold still, my lord. I promise to make this quick!
Make what quick?
Oh, come on! You can do better than that!
You stay out of this!
I was trying to!
You're gonna have to go all out. I'm rooting for you!
You shut up! This doesn't involve you!
I think it does!
Not you! My lord!
Who are you talking to?
The strange phantasm that has infected your soul.
The what?
Let a ghost just hurry up and factory reset this bitch!
Don't speak of my Lord Ainz like that!
Very well. I must cure you of this madness.
Fuck!
Are you feeling better?
I think I'm fine. Can't remember the last 36 hours, though. Maybe I ate someone bad?
So long as you're fine now.
Lord Ainz? Why am I naked?
Ah, about that. You see...
Is it time for you to give me the bone, Daddy?
Fuck!
The answer where is it now? To get out with my soul. mysteries and the miseries. Didn't rely on being led across the mine as I wander my way right into hell. An invitation with no emotion. I dance 1, 2, 3 steps on the start stage.
Raise your flag, march on fight, reaching for this mask of mine. As a shiver cold as ice is crawling down my spine. War and swords, tears and blood, suddenly I start to laugh.
And I just can't seem to hold it back. The answer, where is the now? Stick it out.
Where's my soul? Where's my heart? Lost myself in this reality.
Hesitate, go this way.
'Cause I don't know, I don't care. Even if it's just a dream, a nightmare.
How will keep surviving from the darkness I'll emerge.
All the pain that left your breath is gone, stuck with the bandage.
In this cold, miserable world.
The sky grows darker, losing light when it hits midnight. Pitch black darkness, it always drives me mad. Where is that star now? I found that star now, but it's so beautiful. I'm so doubtful. Between bewilderment and passionless desire. When I look out, I see skeleton sea. It is temptation, but domination.
I climb 1, 2, 3 steps to the royal throne.
Cast a spell, call them out, summoning utter despair. As my soldiers dance drunk on the bloodlust in the air. Shouts and barks, grief and death, raise your blade along with me.